Welcome to the channel. Like and subscribe on your way in.
Warning, the following video contains explicit language which may be offensive to some viewers or inappropriate for children. The content within this video is intended for mature audiences only.
How is that serious trouble, you dumb fuck? Me and Hetty has never broke the law and never would break the law. But you're gonna show up with your obsessive ass, obsessed with me, making videos about me bullshit.
Oh man, not only is your boy high as a kite, but he's big mad. And you're about to learn all about it. In episode 35, Cecil meets the A.T.F. Now since the last episode we did on your boy, where his co-workers exposed the weird shit he would say about his daughter, and just a lot of other creepy shit he would be up to, your boy decided to delete his channel and every video on it. And we haven't seen him for a minute. But before he left, he posted this video, where he figured he'd talk shit one last time before trying to make a clean getaway. But we've seen that story before. But let's see what your boy had to say.
I've been debating for a couple days whether or not I was even going to make this stupid fucking video. I don't even like social media anymore because of the way people are. Your
boy still doesn't get that nobody likes a pedophile.
First of all, I'm not coming back to YouTube.
Yeah, remember he said that.
Second, I don't give a fuck what you do to this video. I never have.
If that was the case, then he wouldn't be running around striking videos, right?
Ah, you goofy fuck. That's why I got that video taken down. Don't take no more of my videos, because when you do, I'm striking you every time.
Yeah, strike the YouTube remove once he saw your boy was a whole goofy.
I am going to debate the personal shit that you was addressing about me, since somebody pretty much broke it down, everything that you was addressing about me.
This dude doesn't have any friends or subs. Nobody broke it down for him. He just watched the video.
But my only thing is, with Shredder and Random News and everybody else that they're associated with on YouTube, you're not telling the truth about me.
This dude is a self-admitted chomo. Everything we say about him, he said out of his own mouth. Like this.
My sister was going around saying I was a child molester, even though I was a child anyways, and she didn't know that me and the girl were actually willingly doing shit with each other for years.
And at the time this shit was happening, Cecil was a 17-year-old and the girls were 8 and 10.
My YouTube channel was not a place to target children, you stupid motherfucker.
And there he goes gaslighting again. This dude was targeting children way before he came on to YouTube.
And the fact that you would make videos, Shredder, with that little smirk on your face. That non-serious smirk on your face. Showing that you're not even serious about the corny shit you're even saying about me. You don't know me. You've never met me. You've never been in my house. You don't know what goes on in this house. So don't talk about it.
He's the only one that comes online and talks about what goes on in his house.
You know, you fucked up. You talked about too much on YouTube. Mm-hmm. I always would tell you, don't talk about your shit.
You're looking at the face of a whole goofy.
You know where the fuck I live. You've never made an attempt to find me.
So he just admitted Shredder and RB never tried to come to his house. Meaning he was lying when he said,
I got proof you and your brother were leaving shit on my property.
Proof that he never showed because he clearly never had it.
Never been a predator.
So she went along with my sister. Yeah, that's what he did. He molested me.
Well, according to your family, you're definitely a predator.
Then y'all said that my wife made a botched purchase. My wife never gave me a gun until my expungement. Until I was judged by a judge, expunged.
If that was the case, he would have been able to buy his own gun. Hetty wouldn't have had to buy it for him and give it to him.
It was still in the database where I can't buy one in my name. That's all. It doesn't mean I wasn't allowed to have it.
That's definitely what it meant. That's why they didn't let him buy it.
Can you purchase firearms? Now I can.
Just prove it again that he's been walking around illegally with a gun this whole time.
No, I wasn't able to purchase firearms before because they didn't clear my expungement on a national level right away.
And this dude was still walking around his house wearing Hetty's gun while he was still a felon.
People are allowed to legally buy you a weapon as long as you're not a restricted person from owning a firearm. People are allowed to buy you a firearm.
Yeah, they can. As long as they know they're not buying it for somebody who legally can't own it. And she knew full well Cecil couldn't buy one himself.
You're not protecting children because there's nobody here that is a risk around children. There never has been.
This dude won't take a nap with his own daughter because he's scared he's going to molest her.
I will not even take a nap with my daughter because I'm afraid with my sleeping disability that I might wind up doing something that I don't even acknowledge I'm doing.
And I bet you're wondering what he might do, right? Well, listen to this.
Grind and hump and all that stuff in my sleep.
Yeah, that was the lame ass excuse he tried to use when he got caught with his hands down a little girl's pants.
What I do in my sleep, I'm not responsible for.
Fucking chomo.
Then you took an old video from 10 years ago where I was trying to explain something about child development. You tried to turn it into something nasty, trying to say, oh, Cecil says that little kids are fully developed. Why would I even say those words if I wasn't trying to make a point?
Again, we asked him why he would sleep with a 10-year-old, and this was his response.
These kids were being inappropriate. Oh, they were only 10 years old. My daughter is fully developed and having a period at years old. So what does 10 years old have to do with anything? Little girls are fully developed at 10 years old. And their brain is pretty fucking developed too. If people want to shoot me, people that don't know me, then let them fucking shoot.
And when that's your response to sleeping with a 10-year-old, then God help you.
And random fucking news, sitting there, taking clips from a bunch of fucking videos for the past decade, music videos and everything, trying to say that me and Greg stopped rapping together because I got on drugs, and that's not why we stopped rapping.
Greg made an entire YouTube parody channel called Ski Love, documenting how much of a crackhead Cecil really is. He even started doing parodies dressed up like Cecil. Y'all see Hetty walking around in the background?
I just want to live a positive life, y'all. That's it. That's all I want to do.
Yeah, Greg went around town telling everybody Cecil was a crackhead.
And Greg, this, that, and the other said you was a crackhead, amongst other things.
But let's not forget he got outed by his drug dealer.
I saw that man bass though in my day. Bass, crackhead, Mike Bowles, bass, crackhead.
And these aren't YouTubers saying this about him. These are all people he knew personally.
Every fucking thing you guys say is a lie. Random news said that I shot heroin because there was needles and shit. That was a dog, animal fucking needle.
He thinks just because I used a picture from his video as a visual aid doesn't mean he uses heroin. I said he used heroin because he used heroin.
I was this close to doing heroin because I couldn't find pills.
So you know damn well he did that heroin. And that shit must have ate his brain because he forgot that he said this.
From back in the day, me and Greg doing heroin.
When you admit to doing this shit, I have no reason to lie on you.
Then he said we had a secret kid. And that social workers and the school didn't know about it. We were power of attorney over that kid.
And there Goofy goes lying again. He already admitted he never had power of attorney over that kid.
We contacted the school and we was going to sign a petition for temporary custody and do everything right.
Yeah, it's called following the law of the state. But you know Cecil and Hetty, they don't like to do that.
The school told us not to sign a petition for the court to take custody because the school was, they granted us the okay to take her, to keep her in school.
All it took was a Google search to show you that Goofy was lying, because the school would have been in violation of state law, because that's illegal guardianship of a minor.
By the way, she don't live here anymore. She just moved back in with her mom.
Which is the same lie Goofy told the first time we caught him with the kid.
So her mom got an apartment and we gave Serenity back.
And he conveniently made that video the same day we caught him with the kid.
And Serenity's mom has family who is willing to help and, this and that, blah, blah, blah. None of your business, okay?
So if she had blood relatives that were able to help, then why is she in the house with this Goofy?
But Serenity's back with her mom. Y'all are so retarded.
Now, you have to be retarded to believe anything that comes out of this lying chomo's mouth.
I also drop off a transgender kid at Homeside School that's a good friend of my daughter's.
And it looks like I'm going to have to hit up Holmes High School and make sure they know there's a predator around kids.
Who, she gets picked on by other kids. So to prevent her from getting picked on, I fucking drive her home.
And when her parents find out her kid's been being picked up by Billy the Kid Toucher, I'm sure that shit's gonna stop.
You can say what you want about me, fucktards. I don't care. I don't care. I really don't. Because I don't care to have a social media.
Remember he said that.
How do you destroy my reputation as a rapper? You try to make people think that I harm children.
His cousin wants to beat the hell out of him to this day for what he did to his kid.
Because I was being left alone with that little girl when y'all needed a babysitter or grandma couldn't watch them.
And trusting Cecil was their first mistake.
She tried to grab on me. The little girl had a little kid crush on me.
And remember, this pedophile talking about a 10-year-old.
And every time she was alone, she'd be real flirtatious.
And at the time all this shit was going on, this dude was like 26 years old.
A couple times that I was left alone with her and her having a little crush on me, do you really think I wanted to be Uncle Cecil the bad guy and tell on her just because she had a little harmless crush?
There's Cecil playing the victim again. And if you include his cousins, this would be the third little girl that he claimed tried to molest him.
You know, every time she would say, Uncle Cecil, you're cute or handsome or whatever the case may be. You know, but me violating another child, come on, dude.
And the fact that he had to use the term another child goes to show you how sick he really is and that he's used to doing this shit.
He said she goes to counseling and I'm the reason why.
And if Xandra's friends' parents knew any of this, they would have their kids nowhere near Cecil.
And I was afraid that this might happen. Like, what if I get accused because she don't want to tell who really did it?
No, she told who really did it. That's why this asshole ran out of the house.
Because only one person came to me and asked me, and I told you the full truth. And in your mind, I was already guilty. So, there was nothing I can say. So now I can't walk safely down the street because you might put your hands on me over something that you want to believe.
And now you see why this pussy walks around with a gun all day. Because you know one of these parents are going to come back and get his ass one day.
See, haters don't hurt me. They just make me stronger. Might not make me as stronger as a YouTuber, but they always make me stronger as a person.
Sad to Chomo that deleted all his videos and is running away right now.
Plus, I'm a little guy and I'm nice, so you guys are going to try to bully me because you think I'm weak. Because you don't know me. You don't know that I'm the first one in the room that would smack somebody for disrespecting me.
This Chomo couldn't hold his own against a 16-year-old kid and got knocked out on camera. Not to mention the time that his baby mother moved her boyfriend into the house and let him beat Cecil up all the time.
She cheated on me, she had her ex-boyfriend staying with us, trying to bully me, trying to fight me.
The fact she was able to move another dude into the house that he was staying in goes to show how much of a pussy he really is.
Trying to punch and kick me in a dark hallway down the steps and all this other shit. Then he claimed he thought I looked him at... Dude, I didn't see you in the hallway. You kicked me down the steps, bro.
And trust, that day Cecil wasn't the
first one in the room that would smack somebody for disrespecting me.
Because he was laying at the bottom of the steps sporting the face of a whole goofy.
Saying that we have a secret child, you're fucking stupid.
Nah, he's fucking stupid if he thinks he's gonna get away with that shit.
We were helping a drug addict mom who couldn't take care of a kid, who happened to be my daughter's best friend.
Who happens to be his daughter's girlfriend, who's both underage, who he has sleeping in the same bed.
Nobody's over here targeting children. Nobody ever has been.
Me violating another child? Come on, dude.
Targeting children is his MO. Don't forget he said this.
16, 17-year-old boy, and there's younger girls, 10 or 11, or even younger, are trying to do stuff to you.
This is where your boy tried to play victim and blame the 8 and the 10-year-old for molesting him.
What are you gonna do when there's two little hot girls you feel is hot at the time? You know? Well, let me just say, at the time, these girls were not ugly little girls.
And the fact that YouTube won't kick this dude off the platform is fucking crazy.
Two girls trying to do things with you every time no grown-up was around.
And instead of this Chomo telling the parents, he decided he was just going to fall for the
lust, because I would fall for it sometimes as well, because I figured, heck, their mom didn't care. I might as well just fall for the lust myself.
But at least one person in that family got some type of sense. because his wife's brother is all like,
Teddy's fucking brother. Oh, we know what Cecil did to kids. That's why we don't have kids around him.
And again, from the beginning, this dude was outed by his own family, not any YouTubers.
They really are. They are the biggest fucking hypocrites. Because what they do behind closed doors, the people that go after you on YouTube, the shit they do behind closed doors is far worse than what you can ever imagine. Trust me.
And now he's just making shit up because he doesn't know anything about anybody that goes after him.
Fuck them. Don't watch their videos. Don't let them distract you. I ain't watched my haters' videos in years.
Then how's he able to tell you everything we said about him in the video?
The only reason why they had any power against me is because I gave it to them by doing shit like this right now, making videos about them.
And he'll continue to do so because he's addicted to YouTube more than the pills that he snorts.
Nothing that they say is true. They got that little funny little smirk on their face, trying to look serious, because they know they're lying.
So instead of him complaining like a whiny bitch, why don't he just show proof that we're lying? He could just go to the victim to get him to clear his name, but he won't.
And I don't have to prove that I'm innocent, because I know I am.
He also thinks he's a rapper and a psychic, and we all know that's not true.
I know I'm innocent.
At least he does, because nobody else does.
And that's why I've never backed down from them.
Sad to dude that just deleted all his videos and is running away from YouTube right now.
Don't expect me to be on YouTube. If I do, if you ever see me on YouTube, you'll randomly run across me on a secret channel where I don't show my fucking face, my name, or nothing.
This goofy just said.
And that's why I've never backed down from them.
And now he's telling you he's going to start a secret channel.
So good luck spreading your lies. Good luck spying on me, Shredder. Good luck looking at my music. Everything y'all done towards my channels and shit, I've screenshot.
Did he also keep the video where he told everybody he was on child porn sites clicking links?
I clicked on it once.
Yeah, I'm sure the judge is going to buy that.
And the title of the website is something like child porn or some stupid shit. And it's this lady with some big titties swinging around on the main page.
And look, Cecil, you can delete all the videos you want. I got all of them.
Boo-hoo. Who gives a fuck?
As you'll soon see, this goofy really gave a fuck. But before we get to that, let's go over to Master Strutter and see what he had to say about the situation.
According to the new, liberated states of YouTube.
And you know when Cecil saw this video, he started crashing the fuck out.
We all stood together and shared that same common goal to not let somebody get away with touching underage children when they're supposed to be babysitting them.
And trust, if you need a babysitter, you'd be better off taking them to Nia.
Babysit. I don't stoop to 2-year-olds levels. I'm a whole grown woman, not a fucking kid.
I feel like he got away with a lot of shit. Yeah, he deleted his channel, hid his channel, whatever the case. But he never once took accountability.
Because he'd rather blame a bunch of 8 and 10-year-olds for molesting him.
Many of us know this. The truth is, he's probably gonna come back.
Because just like his pill addiction, when he's not on YouTube, he's going through withdrawal.
Cecil is not the smartest person I've ever met. But that is no excuse to pull the shit that he has pulled.
And out of all the people I cover, Cecil is definitely the most disgusting dude on the internet.
That was no excuse for touching kids you were in charge of. That was no excuse to take advantage of your niece when you were living with your cousin. That was no excuse to let your employer and yourself kidnap an underage schoolgirl. That was no excuse to sniff customers' panties.
And if you're new to the channel, I strongly advise you to go check out the C-Love playlist, where you can see him admit to doing all of this stuff.
That was no excuse for you to talk about fully developed underage 10-year-olds. Or to film your daughter's friends, or to hide cameras in your house filming your daughter and her friends.
Which we've caught this chomo doing multiple times throughout the years.
No excuse for you to treat Aunt Marty like you did. Which caused her death, which caused her demise.
You're a bullied Aunt Marty. That old bitch was a mean old fucking hag.
We're not gonna let somebody fuck with our kids or anybody's children.
And after this, your boy's channel went completely dark. All the videos disappeared, and we didn't hear from this chomo for months. But that was only because your boy was hiding in the shadows. You know, because he said he doesn't run away, which was pointless because it didn't take long for Shredder to find him. And your boy got big mad. Check it out.
Shredder, you're slower than all hell, ain't you?
I mean, he clearly wasn't too slow to bust this goofy.
By the way, I screenshot everything. If you don't think I've talked to a lawyer on a serious note, you're fucking delusional.
Trust me, the last thing this chomo is gonna do is go to the law for any reason.
I make a little tiny channel to stock up some little old videos.
Just proving he was full of shit when he said,
I'm not coming back to YouTube.
You looking at the face of a whole goofy.
And all this because you lie and say I abuse my animals?
Cecil? What the hell are you doing?
Getting the cat out of my stuff.
And when you need a taser to get the cat out of your stuff, not only you are a moron, but you're a fucking asshole.
Me and my wife are advocates against animal abuse. But it doesn't stop you from lying.
And if you believe that, you also believe he never snorted a pill in his life.
So you're that obsessed with me that I can't even have a tiny account of anything.
According to this goofy, he didn't want an account.
I'm not coming back to YouTube. I'm not trying to grow a channel, so I don't even... Why are you wasting your time? And every troll account that shows up will be blocked.
Because this coward-ass chomo don't want to answer to the truth.
You want to be relevant so bad that you want me to be on YouTube. You want me to be here trying to grow a channel.
Nobody wants this chomo on YouTube, including his wife and kid, who've been begging him to get off of YouTube from day one.
I wish Cecil would give up YouTube because it's irritating.
I'll give it up for you.
And yet he's still here, proving he was lying right to his wife's face.
You're not even worth my time. I'm not going to sit there and argue with a liar.
Well, I hope Goofy won't be looking into a mirror anytime soon. And what made this shit even funnier, once Shredder found Goofy's new page, your boy jumped right back on YouTube and tried to convince his new audience that he wasn't a chomo. Check it out.
Say this in defense of what people were saying about me on YouTube.
Yeah, spark up now and get ready to hear some epic gaslighting.
When I said we did sexual shit, I worded shit wrong. It was a mispronunciation. I fucking said the wrong words, didn't mean it in that aspect.
And that excuse would have worked had his sister not already came out and outed him since she walked in on him with his hands down the little girl's pants.
And that's my defense. I never done anything sexual with the girls when I was a little boy. I didn't.
Well, we were doing shit behind our parents' back. We were doing sexual shit. And them girls approached me with the shit. I feel like them girls were molested because they were approaching me and my brother, Joey, with it.
And he wants you to believe at 17 that an 8 and a 10-year-old molested him.
They were trying to do those things with me. And I told on them. They tried to do sexual shit.
Feed into the girls doing that to me. It became a trend not to do that. They fell out of the trend of it. I fell out of the trend of it when I did fall for the lust, because I would fall for it sometimes as well, because I figured, heck, their mom didn't care. I might as well just fall for the lust myself.
Again, when you're 17 lusting after an 8 and a 10-year-old, you're a pedophile.
That's where the misconception of this so-called bullshit-ass confession video is misleading people. It is no confession.
Yeah, he can explain that shit to the judge.
I'm sitting here right now trying to defend myself and trying to tell you what the real truth is.
No, the truth is, at 17, he and his weird-ass brother took advantage of a bunch of kids they were supposed to be babysitting.
From when I was 17. Straight up. And if you don't like me because some 9, 10, 11, 12-year-old girls were trying to touch me and my brothers and everybody else they can get their hands on?
Yet he's now on here trying to convince you that he just misworded what he said. Come on, people.
Does not make me guilty because I said some shit the wrong way on a video. Miswording something doesn't make it true just because you hate me and want it to be true.
It's true because you and your family confirmed that it was true.
My sister said she saw me with my hands down a girl's pants.
And when she walked in on him molesting a kid he was supposed to be babysitting, she did the right thing.
She threw a beer bottle at me.
And then years later, he tried to get her to clear his name, which completely backfired on him.
Rosie, do you think I'm a child molester? Rosie don't think I did anything since then. That doesn't mean that I did anything.
No, that means you're a fucking chomo. But let's continue.
That's the thing. You cancel culture, you choose to make it, you want to make it true because it sounds bad. And that's what you do when you don't like somebody on YouTube. If they say something the wrong way, then you're going to say, oh, that's true, it slipped out.
Nobody had to do that when your sister outed you, and then your cousin came out and outed you.
In the same situation with him. His kid tried to touch me numerous of times.
And now you understand why his wife's side of the family is all like.
Eddie's fucking brother. Oh, we know what Cecil did to kids. That's why we don't have kids around him.
And at this point, the chomo can't even get his wife to fully believe his story.
Maybe she really did see his hands down one or both.
I didn't hear about it until about a week later.
Well, since there was an eyewitness, it's safe to say he had his hands on the little girl's pants.
So, I don't know. I wasn't there. The only people that were there were Cecil and the girls, and his sister walked in on something, and nobody really fucking knows.
And if you're wondering why his wife would let somebody suspected of even doing this shit around her kid, it's because she used to date a pedophile before she even dated Cecil.
I'm gonna say his name. When I dated him, and he got in trouble with the
And he was sleeping with an underage girl, wasn't he?
Yes, he was.
I'm telling you, there is something seriously wrong with these people.
No, it's bad if it was true. That's why you want to believe that it's true. But in all actuality, it doesn't fucking make it true. It just means you're a shithead that don't have a life.
And he showed just how much of a life he didn't have in his next video, because he was on vacation with his family and decided to wander off into the woods around 3 in the morning to crash out some more. Check it out.
Fucking stupid. Shredder, you showed up with 5 different accounts, talking in the comment section and replying to yourself in the comment section, acting like you're a different person.
And this dude has no proof that was Shredder doing any of these things. He's just that paranoid.
And then you made a stupid comment. You said his brother holds the key to information.
And since Cecil put his brother into the situation, his brother can't stand him. So Cecil lets him throw him under the bus.
And then he said, I'm hiding. I'm not hiding. I never was hiding.
If he wasn't hiding, he wouldn't have made a secret channel called No Face Man. He would have just left YouTube.
The dumbass logic that comes from these people, how they think I'm just pure fucking dumb, dude. Like,
I mean, when you mistake your own reflection for a ghost, I'll say you're pretty dumb.
Did you see that? Oh, that was me in the mirror.
Fucking goofy.
Shredder, you're not multiple people. You are you showing up with troll accounts. Every account that I looked at that was leaving comments under a fucking video that I got caught slipping, I forgot to turn the comments off.
He forgot to turn the comments off. Isn't this the same dude that said?
And I'm not hiding. I never was hiding.
He looking at the face of a whole goofy.
These people are stupid. And then he said, my brother? My brother? Okay. My weird ass brother. My meth head ass brother. Okay. Okay. The same brother who told me he stole fucking nude pictures out of our half-sister's phone and I told on him. I went and told my sister. And now he disowns me because of it? Okay.
Told you the family was a bunch of weirdos, and he wants you to believe his brother would do all this fucked up shit, but he wouldn't do anything.
The same brother who was going to do the same shit with the girls where they were trying to mess with him too when he was a kid. The same brother that actually all that shit started with him.
And your boy Cecil was like, hell, I might as well join in. And now that he told us that kind of explains why he and his brother had the same baby's mother, right? Because they're used to sharing the same girls.
But my little brother had a baby by her, and so did I. She was mine and my brother's hoe, okay?
Like I said, fucking weirdos.
Look how many times he claims he's got people that are victims and they're not. He claims he's got family members that have information and they don't. So just keep looking at that.
Now, just like every other Cecil video, your boy has to take shit too far. And then he brings his family into shit they don't want nothing to do with. Like over the years when he goes and films his daughter, even though she asked him to stop filming her a long time ago. But for you to fully understand what you're about to see, I gotta show you a clip from episode 15 of Big Mad, so you see the history of how he likes to film his daughter without her
I didn't
knowing.
yell at my daughter. My daughter didn't know I was filming, you dumbass.
It was at this moment he knew. He fucked up.
Boy, did he ever fuck up. Now, since my last video was all about him filming his daughter without her knowing with his little hidden cameras, a video that he quickly deleted and moved the camera to try to save his own ass, which he denies doing since I put that video out. This little fuck in a fit of rage just admitted.
My daughter didn't know I was filming.
Now, what's creepy about this whole situation is that his daughter hates being filmed without her knowing it. And she told him that and begged him not to do that to her.
Only thing my daughter don't like is being filmed without her knowing.
Now, we told this creepy little fuck to quit filming his daughter 2 years ago without her knowing.
You know, there's certain things that we just don't do to our kids. We don't trick them into speaking on camera and put it out for the world to hear when it comes to sexual matters.
Something that you shouldn't have to tell a grown-ass man, let alone a father. But look at this goofy.
Hey, Sandra, come here.
Now the screen's black because he wouldn't let her know he was filming. Instead,
I snuck up on her and started filming her when I was asking her questions.
Creepy ass questions like this.
You want to know what they think? They think that your mom is allowing me to sexually molest you.
Now the fact that this dude is calling a 10-year-old into his room while her mother is away to say this shit to her is ridiculous, especially when nobody ever accused him of that.
None of us have ever said anything about your child or that you molested your child. None of us have ever mentioned that.
And if that wasn't bad enough, your boy did it again, because right after he started bitching about this video, he went and snuck up on his daughter again and started filming her without her permission, completely saying fuck her privacy. Check it out.
I went on the racer today. It was not that bad at all.
Yeah.
You're overreacting.
I'm overreacting? Oh, I like the racer.
Notice how he has the camera hidden and how he's just approaching her like he wants to have a normal conversation.
I was screen share live streaming my cameras, remember that? And you walked through without your pants on, but you had shorts on underneath your shirt. Was you nude? No, right? Was you or not?
Clearly she doesn't like this line of questioning and she doesn't want to talk about it. And this dude just gonna keep fucking with her until she says what he wants her to.
Well, I've got dumbasses on YouTube trying to say I'm putting hidden cameras in your room, showing. Is there any hidden cameras in your room pointed at you? Huh?
Now the camera's hidden, but notice how she's not giving him an answer right away because she's fucking scared.
Say it. You gotta say it. Don't shake your head, say it. Because I wanted to hear you say it, that's why.
See what I mean? The dude's a clear piece of shit who got to coach his daughter into saying the shit he wants her to say.
Obviously she didn't know I was filming her, yeah, so my daughter, get over it.
What a complete piece of shit. And now that you're all caught up on Cecil's history of trying to get his daughter to lie for him and coaching her into doing a bunch of bullshit she doesn't want to do, let's come back to present day where your boy's up to his old tricks and he's trying to coach her again. Check it out.
Me and my friend did not appreciate having our faces shown in those videos and being talked about too.
That's an underage girl, my daughter, Sandra.
Now, if you notice, he's hiding the camera because he doesn't want you to see his daughter's reaction. And ask yourself this question. Why was she crying before the camera even came on?
Me and my friend did not appreciate.
And he had his daughter's girlfriend, you know, the kid he was supposed to have gave back, sitting in the back of the car.
Stating that she does not appreciate you people plastering her face on your YouTube videos, making videos about her, talking about her.
This dude is the whole reason why his daughter's on YouTube in the first place, because he won't stop filming her.
So, and Serenity, do you feel the same way?
He just said they don't like being put on camera, and then he put them on camera. What a goofy.
Y'all are disrespectful. Just because you don't like a YouTuber, you go after their kids.
And you won't find one video on YouTube of anybody going after his kids.
And there is no secret kid. She don't live with us anymore. And even if she did, it's none of your fucking business.
No, soon enough, that's going to be the business of the state, you fucking chomo.
These kids don't want you making videos about them. They said that.
And they were clearly talking about this goofy since he's the only one making videos about them.
You guys take everything I do and make it into something bad. I was teaching my daughter how to drive on a campsite.
As you can see, your boy can't stop breaking the law.
What is wrong with a dad teaching their daughter how to drive very slowly on a campsite?
Well, when your daughter's not old enough to get a driver's permit, that means you're breaking the law.
Even if it is illegal, ain't no cop gonna arrest me for showing my daughter at the age of 14 how to drive with me safely in the car.
That's exactly what they would do. I don't know why this goofy thinks he knows the law.
So there you have it. My daughter told you, take the videos down.
This was the whole reason why he did this in the first place, to try to use his daughter to get videos removed.
Girls, if y'all come across any more of those videos, report them.
Now, his daughter don't like being involved in YouTube at all. Now we're trying to force her to strike channels.
Let YouTube know that you're underage and you did not approve of these dishonest videos about you. And YouTube will take them down and they will give them strikes.
Wow. Now this goofy trying to use his daughter to do his dirty work because he's a fucking coward. And the fact that he would put his underage daughter in this type of position where she would have to interact with a bunch of people she has no idea who they are is fucking crazy. But since his daughter didn't go along with the script exactly the way she was supposed to, he decided to make another video, because she doesn't like being on camera, just so he can try to make her say some more shit. Check it out.
My daughter also said that she read some of the comments.
And now you know he's lying because he has all the comments blocked on all of his videos.
Where you guys saying that my daughter needed to be taken away. And I feel like, even though my daughter don't like me making these videos.
Nobody likes it when he makes these videos, but that doesn't stop him from going,
A.T.F, my daughter, get over it.
What a complete piece of shit.
I'm sure she feels that it's appropriate that she addresses that. I'm not filming you, Sandra, but I am filming your voice.
Nobody coming after her, so that should be nothing for her to address.
Why did you even mention it to me that people are making comments saying that you should be taken away?
Because it's bothering me, like knowing that people are talking about me saying I should be taken away from my family.
Right.
Knowing that like you've literally never done anything to me.
None of us have ever said anything about your child or that you molested your child. None of us have ever mentioned that.
Just proving Cecil told her to say that shit before the camera came back on.
Like, why am I even being brung into this in the first place?
Because your father's a coward-ass goofy who has to use his kid as a shield.
Because people are talking about you. You didn't ask to be thrown into this garbage because of this hate towards me. And I don't appreciate people using my kids as a weapon against me. And I don't appreciate people using you, trying to use you as a tool to beat me up with, and dragging you. I don't appreciate it for your aspect.
Now, none of us have the ability to film his kid. Only he has the ability to do that. And he's the only one that uploads her to YouTube.
And I also saw people saying that we always look scared in those videos, that we looked uncomfortable.
Yeah, she's talking about the first video he made where he tried to interrogate him in a definitive.
We just don't like being on camera.
What?
Yet here Cecil is again, putting his daughter on camera.
Or being recorded.
No, I'm going to ask you this question, and it needs to be addressed for these people.
She doesn't need to do anything for us. We never asked her to be involved in this.
Tell them why you don't like me to record you.
You see how he's getting aggravated and loud because she's not going along with his script?
Because I just don't like being recorded. No. It makes me uncomfortable. That's why.
No.
Uh-oh, she didn't go along with the script, and she just proved that she hates it when he records her.
No, because they're going to think that it's because of me that makes you uncomfortable, which is not true. The reason why you don't like me to record you is because of those people.
Notice how he just talked right over top of her and told her what he wanted her to say?
It's also because I just don't like being recorded in general.
And she's clearly talking about him since he's the only person that puts a camera in her face.
Sandra likes to record herself for her TikTok videos.
I don't like other people recording her.
She don't like anybody recording her.
So why is he currently forcing her to do something that he knows she doesn't like?
That's why I don't document her whole life like I did when she was a kid. When she was younger, she had more control over it. No, she had no control over it.
And again, when we told that goofy way back then to stop recording his daughter, he said,
"My daughter, get over it." Like, the main reason why Sandra don't like me recording her, it's not because she's uncomfortable with me.
So why can't he let her say that? Why is he talking for her?
I know Sandra knows what I deal with on YouTube. That's why she don't like me recording from my devices.
So why won't this goofy just let her say that?
Is there anything else you'd like to say about anything that you witnessed by running across her videos? while we're addressing it this only time?
Trust, he'll be dragging his daughter on screen the next time he tries to clear his name.
Well, there's not really anything else. I said what I wanted to say.
More like she's saying what this idiot wants her to say.
Yeah, you guys don't appreciate it. And that's the girls who said that. I was just gonna call y'all idiots and make fun of you dumbass people. But Xandra had something to say.
This dude clearly knows how much hate he has on the internet. Yet he's still willing to drag his daughter into this, put her real name online, and put her in danger. All because he doesn't want to be a man and take responsibility for the shit that he did.
And Serenity is at a better place when she's at our house. It's none of y'all's business what she's going through. But Serenity comes to my house because it's better for her to be at my house. And it's none of y'all's business why.
Well, since the school and the state have now been made aware of the whole situation, not just by me, by multiple people, it's their problem now. But that's not the end to your boy's problems, because those gun charges are about to come back up. Because had he made a store purchase, and should have just caught your boy, and when he made this post, your boy Cecil got paranoid as fuck and went into a posting spree like crazy. Check it out.
Just real quick, because I think some of you trolls are a little confused.
He's just about to demonstrate how he's a whole fucking goofy.
Hetty's allowed to have a felon living in her house when she legally possessed and bought a gun?
They really can't be in the house with a gun. But your boy Cecil want to show why he broke the law completely.
She bought the box first. She bought the lockbox.
An excuse that would have worked for your boy had he not had access to the box and the combination. Because before they got the gun, your boy was on here looking like an idiot saying shit like this.
This used to be Hetty's ex-boyfriend's knife.
You know, the pedophile. Like I said, they like to stick together.
Hetty the Machete is what I named it.
But as soon as Hetty bought her and Cecil a gun, he came on here all like,
"What's up, guys?"
And as you can see, your boy's sitting here with 2 guns on his hip while he's still a felon. Don't forget about this one. Yeah, your boy's a fucking creep. And as you can see, he got his gun and Hetty's gun. And when the A.T.F subpoenas these videos from YouTube, they'll see the timestamps and they'll match it up with the timestamp on his expungement and see your boy's a felon.
She's allowed to possess a firearm as long as no one in the house that is a felon or restricted has access.
You mean like the night when Hetty went to a Christmas party that Cecil wasn't invited to, and he decided to come online and show everybody the gun that he had access to?
And protect the house. Good night. Merry Christmas.
And that was way before he got his record expunged. And A.T.F can see all of that.
When I was a felon, before I got my record expunged, I didn't have access. She never gave me a gun until after my expungement was official.
Really? Because you made this video way before your expungement was official.
We all know I have a CPX-2 9mm handgun. We all know it's loaded with 10 rounds.
And since he's going to get a year for each one of those bullets, I hope the flexing was worth it.
So for y'all out there trying to lie to the A.T.F. and trick them into thinking that Hetty bought me a gun when I was a felon, it's not true. That's a lie. And I didn't have access to it either. Only she did in her box.
Now Goofy knew full well he was lying through his tooth. And once the paranoia set in, he jumped right back online and incriminated himself even more. Check it out.
Being made for legal purposes just in case the A.T.F. get harassed by a troll that I've been dealing with for 10 years.
And at this point, Goofy should have just stayed off YouTube because he's about to put the nail in his coffin.
This is a legal box that is good enough for a weapon and legal so nobody has access to it. I just figured out the fucking combination.
Well, that lie would have worked had he not came online trying to act like a tough guy and intimidate people with his gun. See, here's Goofy sitting in his kitchen over 2 years ago trying to intimidate Master Strider with his guns. And as you can see, Goofy grabs the box, pulls it over, and opens it up and grabs Hetty's gun because he already knew the combination.
This is by my bed where my wife sleeps.
Just showing as a felon, he had access to the gun and he knew exactly how to get into it.
This is her weapon.
The judge needs to ask Hetty why there was a felon in her kitchen with full access to her gun.
Mind you, today, the 29th of August, 2025, I'm allowed to have weapons now.
But he definitely wasn't when he was in the kitchen trying to flex, showing everybody he had access to all the guns.
It wasn't wiped off the NCIC yet, because that takes about 6 months to a year, but that doesn't matter. I was still legally expunged by law.
If the judge knew he was still a felon living in the same house with a gun, he would have never got expunged in the first place. And since your boy was convicted of a felony, he wouldn't have got past the NCIC at all. And if you scroll to the bottom of the page, you'll see him having that gun was completely illegal.
So, even before I got my name cleared from the NCIC, I was legally allowed to possess a weapon. I wasn't allowed to buy them yet because it still needed to be wiped off the national NICS background.
And he could have wished he never made that statement, but we'll get to that in a second.
6 to 8 months later, I was able to call the Kentucky State Police and get them to wipe off my expungement off the NCIC. Once I did that, then I was allowed to buy my own weapon.
Meaning he wasn't allowed to purchase a gun at all. Hetty purchased it, meaning she made a store purchase.
That weapon was a gun that my wife bought me after my record was expunged. And we have dates. We have receipts with dates.
He sure did, and that's why he deleted most of his videos, because he came online and gave us those dates, and they didn't line up. But thanks to the C Love Sucks channel, we got all the proof. So let's check it out.
Felony expungement, paid in full, that's when your expungement goes into effect. When you pay your expungement fee in full after the judge grants it. What date was this? February 25th, 2022.
Remember that date.
1 month before me and Hetty bought this one.
And she gonna be real mad when she realizes this goofy ass just threw her under the bus.
This one, she bought the Glock 44. We didn't keep it long because we didn't want a 22 caliber. She bought it as a used weapon from a pawn shop in Covington.
Meaning Cecil was living under the same roof with a gun as a felon.
They wouldn't sell it to me because my expungement didn't go into effect in the computer system yet. They didn't want to take a chance. They knew I was legal. They could have sold it to me, but they didn't want to take a chance. Plus, it was coming back still non-expunged on a federal level because that takes time.
That proving that Cecil was legally not allowed to possess a weapon.
$313. That's how much the Taurus G2C costs.
And Hetty's really gonna wish she never paid for these things.
We bought this in celebration of me getting an expungement. The date is 2/25/22. The same day I got my expungement.
That statement's the one that's gonna put your boy away. But we'll get to that in a minute because it's hilarious.
Which means if Hetty bought her Glock was her Glock. It didn't become mine until my expungement came in effect.
He was still a felon when he made this video, so why is he wearing guns right now?
And you know where Hetty kept that Glock? Which I don't think she bought it until after my expungement.
Goofy just admitted she bought it before his expungement.
She bought the Glock 44. We didn't keep it long because we didn't want a 22 caliber. She bought it as a used weapon from a pawn shop in Covington. Right here in the safe. Only she had access to it. That's perfectly legal.
Probably would be if you weren't lying about the shit. Fucking Goofy.
She didn't buy it for me. She bought it for her. She was going to the gun range. She bought it for her. She didn't buy it for me. That weapon was a gun that my wife bought me.
You looking at the face of a whole goof.
This right here is the receipt, which is on. Because in celebration of me getting an expungement, she bought her gun. She sold her Glock so we can have money on credit for her G2C. So this is the firearm, the G2C, the Taurus G2C. That cost $259. There's the price right there, $259. The same day, she bought my gun.
Now watch how he admits his wife completely committed a crime and made a store purchase.
On the same day of my expungement. Because we know it takes time for my expungement to go through, we knew that she would have had to buy it for me. So she bought it as a celebration gift for being legal. On the same day, we bought the Taurus G2C.
By law, this dude can't purchase or own a firearm in the state of Kentucky on the same day of his expungement. Meaning Hetty broke another law, and since he still wasn't cleared on the NCIC, he still wasn't able to have a gun in the first place.
That's 2 receipts, one for the G2C and one for the Taurus. We bought them on the very day of my expungement. You go ask any fucking lawyer, any Kentucky law guy who knows their shit will tell you that your expungement goes into effect the very day that you have your expungement fee paid in full. I know the law, I already know.
Yeah, don't mind him. He also thinks he's a psychic.
Yeah, Hetty bought the Glock before I got my expungement.
And that's where he fucked up, because he already admitted Hetty gave him her Glock before she sold it for a new gun.
Her Glock was her Glock. It didn't become mine until my expungement came in effect.
He was walking around the house with that Glock before its expungement came into effect, because he just said they sold the Glock to get a new gun.
1 month before me and Hetty bought this one, she bought the Glock 44. We didn't keep it long because we didn't want a 22 caliber. She bought it as a used weapon from a pawn shop.
And she had a felon walking around her house with it.
But I just proved to you guys that she had a fucking safe where I had no access to it. When I remember now, Hetty would not let me even touch the gun.
Goofy's had full access to those guns since they've been in the house.
I didn't know the fucking combination at the time, so she was completely legal. This is her weapon.
More like him and Hetty are cooked, because Goofy can't keep his mouth shut.
She was 100% legal with the gun, and she would not buy me a gun. That weapon was a gun that my wife bought me.
You looking at the face of a lion? That's Goofy.
My wife never, would not, I repeat, would not, under any circumstances, would not ever think about letting me hold a pistol, let alone she would not give me a pistol until my record was expunged by a judge and the expungement fee was paid.
Just ignore the fact that we watch him walk around with 2 guns on his hip looking like a cracked out Dale Gribble for the last few years.
Now I can actually go to a gun store with my ID and legally get one purchased in my name.
Meaning these guns have been in Hetty's name this whole time, because she made a sure purchase.
What these trolls don't understand is they need to do their research on what an expungement is. They need to know that you're allowed to have a weapon once a judge grants you expungement and you pay your expungement fee. The problem is with trolls is they don't spend enough time researching laws, that they're just too busy trying to prove that you're breaking the law.
And at this point, it's not hard to point out just how much this dude breaks the law. Something Strutter had to point out to your boy himself.
So Cecil says he attempted to buy a gun on 2/22.
February 25th, 2022.
But he wasn't expunged till 2/25.
2025? I'm allowed to have weapons now.
See how you lie, Cecil.
And at this point, Strutter had all the evidence he needed against Cecil, and he decided to come back on live the next day and give him a little surprise.
I just left my local precinct, and they were kind enough to forward some documents for me. Cecil, you said that this is bullshit. Well, just a second here. I have receipts stating otherwise.
Receipts that are definitely going to make your boy Cecil crash the fuck out.
Oh, he's trying to get away with straw purchase crimes, and you're not gonna outsmart the A.T.F, Cecil.
That's right. Strutter sent all the evidence of Cecil crimes over to the A.T.F.
Just because your local PD slipped up and they missed some crucial information at the time. We've been working on this case for a long time, Cecil. A long time. And we finally got enough images, dates of you that I was able to put together a nice package.
And as soon as Cecil heard that shit, he must have went into panic mode, because every video he posted about Hetty buying him that gun instantly got deleted.
Right now, that package is on the way to the proper desk.
And hopefully they take action quickly.
Hetty bought the firearms while he was still a felon and gave them to him. I have multiple videos of him talking about that that have been saved. Yeah, he's cooked.
And at this point, I'm pretty sure Cecil definitely knows that.
Enjoy it while you can, Cecil. Because pretty soon you're going to be holding pockets and walking the yard.
Oh, we definitely will be, especially when the ATF finds out about this.
We used to shoot at people's houses when I was a kid. I was that underage boy that they would hand a gun to and tell me to shoot out that window.
Yeah, this chomo's definitely cooked. But in the next video, your boy must have went out and got some of that shit because he came back totally fried and pissed the fuck off. Check this shit out.
Your scare tactics ain't working. So even if the ATF did want to talk to me, what are they gonna do? Come to my house and find out that my wife, while I was in the process of getting my record expunged, bought herself a fucking pistol?
See how your boy trying to lie? When they get there, they're gonna find out that Hetty bought him a gun.
Because we know it takes time for my expungement to go through, we knew that she would have had to buy it for me. So she bought it as a celebration gift. And a lockbox. And she kept it in her fucking lockbox until my record was expunged.
When the ATF gets there, they're gonna be all like,
we all know I have a CPX2 9mm handgun.
And when they match the metadata from that video up to your expungement, they'll also know that you're guilty.
That's all? That you are pestering the ATF for no reason? So how is that serious trouble, you dumb fuck?
When they get you in custody, I'm sure they'll explain all of this to you.
Me and Hetty has never broke the law and never would break the law. We bought this in celebration of me getting an expungement. The date is 2/25/22. The same day I got my expungement.
This dude is cooked.
You dumb fuck. Me and Hetty have documents. You showing videos that I don't have originals of.
And I'm sure the ATF is going to ask him why he deleted all of his videos.
To the ATF, making up dates in your head, acting like you're living in my house, isn't going to work.
And if he believes that, then I know he ran down the high street and got some of that good stuff.
See, heroin, you can find that shit anywhere, you know what I mean?
And it looks like your boy found himself a ton.
You dumb fuck. Because I know for a fact that Hetty never legally handed me a weapon to be my weapon, to be mine, that I could say was mine, until my record was legally expunged, you stupid motherfucker. That weapon was a gun that my wife bought me.
I swear, this dude is his own worst enemy.
She would go to the fucking gun range and shoot the guns by herself, would not allow me to touch it.
I'd like to know how you're going to explain this to the ATF. Looks like Hetty let you touch the gun right there, right?
Right there.
At this point, this dude just lies for fun.
Ever touch any of the guns until my record was officially expunged. When that day came, she handed me one as a gift.
And that's all the ATF is going to have to hear to lock him and Hetty away.
So the best thing for you to do is, Shredder, is back the fuck up off of me.
Uh-oh, Cecil threatening Shredder again. And we all know how zesty he got the last time he threatened Shredder.
If you're a man, put your dick in my hand, motherfucker.
Say what? You want to explain yourself on that?
He looking at the face of a whole goofy.
You're lowlives, dude. You're fucking lowlives. Period. And you try to justify it. You try to justify the bullshit by trying to say that I told a kid to kill herself when I didn't. I told a troll that they should do something. If you want some attention, when you go to kill yourself, film it. We would all love to watch it.
And when you're wishing death on 15-year-olds, that makes you a
stupid motherfucker.
Oh, the ATF wants to speak to Cecil. He's in some serious trouble.
Man, shut the fuck up.
You can already tell the pressure got your boy shook.
None of your bullshit lies are gonna work for the ATF. Me and Hetty know the truth. Hetty knows, and Xander knows, that Hetty barely even let me look at the guns when she would walk in the house and transfer them straight from her bag to her lockbox that I had no fucking combination to until I was an expunged no felon. Good night. Merry Christmas.
And at this point, Goofy might be spending his next Christmas behind bars.
You lie, motherfucker, you lie. You are a liar. Lying, low-life piece of shit.
And that's the reaction of a man that knows he's cooked. But we're going to have to see how this plays out once the ATF actually gets a hold of your boy. And I'll come back with a new update. But for now, that's where I'm going to end this episode. I hope you guys had a good time. I hope you like, share, and subscribe. And if you want to help the channel out, hit the Cash App for your boy. And I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.
My little brother had a baby by her, and so did I. She was mine and my brother's hoe, okay? We used to shoot at people's houses when I was a kid. I was that underage boy that they would hand a gun to and tell me to shoot out that window. Zach Silbernagel, Hetty's fucking brother. We know what Cecil did to kids. That's why we don't have kids around him.